Coinciding with similar protests across the country, a few dozen students at UNF held a walkout Wednesday to demonstrate their support of Palestine. A small group of counter-protesters was also there, standing on the sidewalk close by to show support for Israel and Jewish students. Organized by UNF's chapter of Students for a Democratic Society, the pro-Palestine group marched from the northern end of campus to the green. They yelled chants, shouted, showed around various homemade Free Palestine signs, and listened to speakers. The opposing group stood on the sidewalk further back from the protest, holding signs of their own. Pro-Palestine speakers discussed everything from apartheid in history to America's support of Israel. One said that Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters learned from the Israeli government about policing strategies, which contributed to, in their eyes, over-policing here. Recently, Sheriff Waters traveled to Israel to learn from their law enforcement how to combat anti-Semitic hate crimes, according to Action News Jax. Though there was no physical altercation between the two groups, the pro-Israel group would occasionally start a chant where pro-Palestine students drowned them out. One of the pro-Palestine speakers told the crowd, quote, "Judaism is not the problem, Zionism is rooted in white supremacy," end quote. A student with the pro-Israel group told Spinnaker, quote, "Did you hear the part where they said Judaism is white supremacy?" End quote. Check out the article at unfspinnaker.com for more photos and information.
In a dominant win, all 18 candidates who ran with the SOAR party won seats in the fall 2023 UNF Student Government Senate election. According to this unofficial results, released Wednesday evening, 2 candidates from the Unity Party also unofficially won the remaining 2 seats. Here are all the candidates who have unofficially won a seat this election cycle. Of the 32 candidates who completed for the 20 open seats in this election, 18 ran with SOAR, 12 ran with Unity, and 2 ran independently. The SOAR party, chaired by current student body vice president Emily Sullivan, ran on initiatives centered around student engagement, many of which overlapped with the most recent presidential election in spring 2023. The results will remain unofficial until the current Senate officiates them and the new senators are sworn in.
Across campus, the Student Wellness Complex will be closing from November 22nd to January 7th, 2024. This includes the gym and the rock wall. According to UNF Recwell's social media posts, the space will be renovated to add new carpet, sound-absorbent rubber flooring, 9 custom inlay platforms and half racks, stretch mats, and more. The Student Wellness Complex houses the Fitness Center, Osprey Cliff, and Recreation and Wellness Business Office. Though the Wellness Complex and the Fitness Center will be closed until January because of the renovations, the Recwell office will remain open according to their website. Stay tuned with Spinnaker for more updates on these renovations.
On Wednesday, UNF announced that 18-year veteran of UNF, Dr. Julie Merton, will be the new Associate Dean of Nexus. Nexus is a university initiative to link healthcare resources in North Florida that was developed in 2020. Their announcement comes 5 months after UNF's 6th president, Dr. David Scamanci, was ousted from his role as MedNexus CEO and given a year of paid leave. Though the new MedNexus website has yet to be unveiled because of new leadership, UNF said that Merton will provide leadership and direction for the planning and operation of UNF MedNexus. Merton is the current director of the Office of Facility Excellence and also serves as the editor-in-chief of the Florida Public Health Review Journal. Specifics are unknown, but the announcement said programs would include the organization's Deerwood site, the Palm Coast Initiative, an expansion of nursing education in collaboration with UNF's School of Nursing and other signature projects. Stay tuned with Spinnaker as we continue to cover the future of MedNexus.
For the first time in its 24-year accreditation history, the UNF Police Department was awarded the Excelsior status by the Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation, CFA, this year. Chief Maxey told Spinnaker the recognition is the highest of its kind from the CFA and represents an exceptional effort by the UPD to keep UNF safe. He said obtaining Excelsior status is an example of the commitment of our agency in maintaining the highest standards of excellence to better serve the campus community. Accreditation of police departments helps to ensure that law enforcement is able to prevent and control crime more effectively, according to the Florida Accreditation website. This accreditation is, according to this website, a coveted award that symbolizes professionalism, excellence, and competence. The certification will last 3 years, and then it will be evaluated again in August 2026. And now to Angel for your sports update.
What is up, Ospreys? Angel Milano here with your sports update for the week. Last Friday, softball won 15-1 against the College of Central Florida. Also last Friday, women's volleyball lost to North Alabama 3-1. Last Saturday, the women's soccer team played against JU in the River City Rumble at JU. The Dolphins ended up scoring 8 minutes into the second half. That one goal was the only goal in the game, and the Ospreys lost 1-0. Men's soccer played last Saturday against Queens, North Carolina, and lost 1-0 with the lone goal coming in the 15 minutes into the second half. Sunday, October 22nd, the softball team played against UCF in the inaugural One Love game. The Ospreys came out on top with a 3-0 victory. This Monday, the women's volleyball team won against Central Arkansas 3-1. Tuesday, October 24th, men's soccer team won 1-0 against the Mercer Bears with the goal coming in the last 14 minutes of the game. Swoop Madness happened last night here at the UNF Arena, where season ticket holders, students, and faculty all got a chance to meet, judge, compete, and celebrate with the men's and women's basketball team. It started with UNF Athletics giving away free swag for all those who attended. UNF Athletics then presented the women's basketball hype video, and afterwards, each member of the women's basketball team was recognized. The women's coach came out and gave some words about the team and hyped up the season. The same thing repeated for the men's basketball team, except right after Coach's words, the true fun began. It started with a game called Hotspot, in which I had the chance to play with one of the women's basketball team members. We lost, but it was still a very fun experience. And the next experience was the men's team's dunk contest. The contest was judged by fans picked by Coach Driscoll. The best scored dunks included a dunk from a 5'11 player over a 6'4 player, and a pass from the top deck seating into a dunk. The next event was a game of knockout, which was held between students picked from the crowd. It was a fun experience for those who played and fun for those watching too. The big finale was the $1,000 half-court shot. One name was pulled, my personal friend Julian Kahn. He had practiced half-court shots just for this event, and he ended up getting picked. He celebrated getting picked and then went down to the court. He talked to the coach and shared his story about how he practiced just for this. He ended up taking the shot, missing, hitting the top of the backboard. Coach then gave him another shot and added another $1,000 on top of the initial $1,000. He walked back with everyone cheering, ran and shot the ball. He swished the half-court shot and won the $2,000. Celebrations happened for the next 5 minutes, with both teams giving him high fives and hugs. He then got the ball he scored with signed by both the men's and women's team, along with the $2,000. The event concluded with both the men's and women's teams signing anything that guests brought of them, including these pictures of the whole team that they gave out. Overall, Swoop Madness was a success for everyone involved, and it definitely got people pumped for the upcoming basketball season. That's all I have for you today, Ospreys. I'll see you next week for your sports update.
Thank you, Angel.
Look, I had no idea how easy it is to get tickets at home game.
I know, there's so much to learn from the freshman zine. And speaking of the freshman zine, are you guys new to campus or want some new insight into what's provided here at UNF? Check out Spinnaker's 2023 freshman zine. In here you'll find all sorts of tips on sports here at UNF, parking, how to join a club, and other resources here on campus. Pick up any one of these in any blue box around campus. You know, I was thinking about stopping by a blue box to pick one of these up later.
I think you absolutely should.
You think it'll rain sometime on my way over there?
I don't know, but Daryl sure does. Here's Daryl with your local weather update.
What's up, Ospreys? My name is Daryl Dukes, reporting live on your local weather. Today's weather is mostly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 68. These warm temperatures will continue throughout the weekend, with Saturday having a high of 83 with a low of 68 and Sunday having a high of 83 with a low of 67. These warmer temperatures will carry on through Tuesday before giving way to cooler temperatures midweek, with highs in the high 60s and lows in the 50s. That's all the weather updates I have for you today, Ospreys, so make sure to get out and enjoy the Florida sunshine. Back to you, Annette and David.
That's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys.
One more thing, Spinnaker Radio is taking over Market Days next Wednesday, November 1st.
Come on by for free s'mores and enter to win an Echo Dot. Visit the Student Union anytime between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Remember, consider donating to support Spinnaker through the link in the description below.
For all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com.
Also, make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content.
As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Annette Howard.
And I'm David Green, and we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.